He's expected to unveil further cuts to spending, £12 billion from the welfare budget, £13 billion from Whitehall departments.
He also wants, though, to boost Britain's economy. Steph has gone to a pottery business to look at the challenges that he might face. Morning, Steph.
Good morning to you. Morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm at Steelite International this morning, a pottery firm where they're making about 500,000 products every week here. And Pauline is busy at work fettling and sponging the jugs here, which are going to be sent off into the next bit of the process. And Pauline, I'll let you carry on because I know you're multi-skilled. You can chat to me while you're doing that. So just tell me a bit about, for you, what life's like at the moment. Have you noticed things getting better or worse or not changed?
They're not better, no. They are slightly worse, bills going up and things like that.
So you're finding things are tougher for you?
Yeah.
What could happen to make your life easier, apart from obviously winning the lottery or something like that?
Well, maybe like your gas and electric go down and petrol and, you know, just...
And what about your kids? Because I know you've got 3 adult kids, haven't you? Have they been all right finding work and things like that?
No, not really. They find it difficult, some of them do, and some's in permanent jobs like, but it is hard.
So overall, for you, if there were more cuts coming in, which we're probably going to hear today, do you think that would be good or bad news?
It would be very bad news, yeah.
I'm going to let you get on. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Pauline. I just want you to meet Bob as well, because I've been chatting to a lot of the workers here this morning just about how they feel about things. Morning to you, Bob. So you see you're busy at work here. Just tell us, you've been in this sector now for about 40 years, haven't you?
I have, yes.
You don't look old enough for a start.
Thank you.
But just tell us about, you've seen the ups and the downs of it. How do things feel now?
Yeah, at this moment in time, the pottery industry is booming at the moment. I mean, like I said, 15, 20 years ago, it was in a really bad state, redundancies. More than about 20 factories have closed. But at this moment in time, Steelite are bucking the trend, like, sort of thing.
Yeah. And what about in terms of more cuts coming in? What do you think that would mean for an area like this?
Yeah, these government cuts, I think they're not doing enough with the money. You know, they're cutting like homes and skills and funding like that, which it isn't very good at the moment for Stoke. But hopefully we can, the council can sort it out. Like.
Yeah. And you were talking to me about, you know, we do need to bring things down like our debt, so it's important they spend their money wisely as well. So in some respects, you think cuts are important in other ways too?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I mean, they're spending a lot of money on new buildings where that could be channeled into other things, sort of thing. You know, more important things.
OK, Bob, I'll let you get back on as well. Thank you very much for your time. But I'm here in Stoke. The reason why we chose this area, because Stoke is one of the least productive places in the country. In other words, what that means is that the money being generated per worker is less compared to other areas. And that is something that George Osborne is trying to sort out. And we'll hear about measures in the budget to do with that. And I've got Yale with me, who's an economist. Good morning to you, Yale. Just tell us a bit about the challenge that Mr Osborne has ahead of him.
So he needs to try and rebalance the economy and really get the maximum growth out of the rest of the UK economy beyond the southeast.
Do we need to worry about productivity though? Because we are growing and we're doing better than other G7 nations in terms of employment and things like that, record people in employment. Do we need to worry about the productivity?
Yes, certainly. Productivity is what is going to drive growth in the medium to longer term. Now that we've got employment fairly strong, we will need that extra productivity to grow further and to increase GDP per capita, wealth for people here.
And it's about rebalancing the economy as well, isn't it? Because we're still, despite all the kind of political rhetoric around we need to rebalance and have less dependency on services, we're still massively dependent on services, aren't we?
Yes, services are important, and also rebalancing the economy beyond certain region is very important. And what we've seen so far is a very good example in places like Manchester with very strong leadership and vision for the region, and this is really what we need for the rest of the UK.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Quick fact for you, a fun fact I found out this morning. The last time we had an all-Conservative budget, Prodigy were at #1 in the charts, and a team called Newcastle United were top of the league. How times have changed.
Indeed.
That's a great fact, Steph.
All right, Steph, thanks very much.